Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. It's been a super busy week and yeah, unproductive. Well, not unproductive. I had my tax meeting this week. Didn't quite finish it, but I learned a lot about Schedule C and how I should be filling out my Schedule C. So, oh, hey, Smash TV Network. It's good. Yeah, it's not really that fun to talk about taxes, but yeah, I think I've got a handle on it. Yeah, but it takes a really long time because it's really a matter of going through transactions, finding where they are in my like statements and things, and then mapping them to the right category. So almost done. Hey, Bonzo. I think I'm almost done. You're also probably noticing that there's no music. I think the last two out of the last 3 streams have been false copyright claims from other. I always play Stream Beats, the Harris Heller, royalty free music stuff, and so you'd think that would be good, but people, I guess, and it's like a couple of different people, different companies, whatever, fake companies, I guess, falsely claiming it. Now I could appeal it. There's a process that you can go and kind of per section in your video you can defend yourself, because when they do a copyright claim, or not a copyright claim, but I don't know, content ID, whatever that thing. Basically, that results in revenue sharing between that company and me automatically. So there's nothing I can do unless I appeal it. But the process for appealing it or whatever is so annoying and convoluted. And if there's there's 3 claims on that one video, because I know I was playing a playlist of those Stream Beat songs, and I just can't be bothered. Because it's mostly on these live streams, and the live streams make me almost nothing in revenue anyways, so it's not worth it, not worth my time and energy. It just is annoying. The only problem is now I have to find other music if I wanted to play in the background. So I don't know what the option is there, but there's probably a way to contact Harris Heller and be like, hey, people are claiming your things, but hey, thanks, Wedgeroth. Last year I paid $200,000 in taxes. What the heck? Dang. I have shame for not doing mine yet. There's only 30 days left, bro. I don't know how you do your taxes, or if you're going to do Schedule C or what, but it takes a really long time. I'm not trying to shame you here, but it took me I don't know, a few weeks at least of going through all my transactions. It might be easier for you. Maybe you were smart and put them all in one. Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on centrally locating things where it will make it easier. But I think to truly do your books right, you have to match each transaction to a bucket, I guess, probably. At least that's what I'm doing. So yeah. It's why you never play music in your videos. Yeah, MemCard. Yeah. Still get music copyright for buzzing. What? Oh, buzzing. Content ID is flawed. Yeah. Well. Yeah. It's not going to be perfect ever, but I don't know. I just can't be bothered right now. It's not a strike, thankfully. So it's not like a copyright strike. That actually is the one that is the dangerous one. When they match this, whatever it's called, I guess I could look it up. Just to get the right wording, because it's not a strike. Okay, so it was the last one. Is there a way for me to actually look it up? Copyright, see details. Okay, 3 different songs, or 3 different, they all say Harris Heller. I don't know what that means. That's weird, but okay. It just says video copyright details. It's like a copyright claim, I guess. It sort of makes it more convenient for if you were to actually put like a top 40 song or something in your video. Like it makes it easy to like copyright claim that portion of the video. So I guess in theory it's supposed to work well. The system works well, but not in this case. So I don't know. Also, does the MemCard Pro 2 work with FreeMake Boot on PS1? I do not know. I haven't really done that much. Well, FreeMake Boot doesn't work at all on PS1. I don't think you're gonna get that sort of functionality from the memory card. Have you checked out Music by Epos Vox? Oh, backing track. No, I haven't. Yeah, I heard of it. I haven't looked at it, but you know, maybe I will. If it's on CD, baby, it's easy to get removed. Yeah, maybe. There is a button. Maybe I'll have to poke around at it. But it's like last time I checked into it, it was like you need not only do you have to know like okay this section of the video like here's the copyright claim. You need to like have a license or like whatever it's called the music license to back up your claim that you have this copyright. And since it's Stream Beats and they do have some kind of a license thing. But it's really obnoxious and annoying. Does the same thing. Does it do the same thing? Are you talking about PS2 or PS1? Hi, I don't care about you. Hey, Belmont. Okay. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah. Neptune progress is grinding. And painfully slow. This past week was I just had other things to do. I had taxes still left to do. I still have taxes left to do. And we got if you follow me on Twitter, you know that we got a gerbil. So we spent like 3 days this week going to find gerbil cages and things and get that whole thing set up. And now it's fine, thankfully. But it was just a bad week. So the only thing I managed to do this week for progress was remove the chip quick solder and film that part. But pretty quickly I'll be able to get into the part where I have to actually start assembling the PCB. But I also realized I don't think I bought the entire BOM. If you're curious about the Sega Neptune stuff, there is a giant BOM of these SMD components, and they do have these through-hole components too. But there's like a few. So I use the PCBWay upload tool to like upload the thing to PCBWay, the whole KiCad project or KiCad project, and that tool is not perfect for getting. It's supposed to like take the value in the footprint and like give you an LCSC or LCS, LCSC, I think it's a part number to match it, but it didn't match the PIC microcontroller or the RGB LED, and there might be other things. So I have to look at that, and those are through-hole components. So I don't think I actually have the whole BOM, and I need to figure that out. Made a PS1 dev kit for home use. Oh yeah, Net Eurosi. I think you're talking about Net Eurosi. I don't know if it works, does anything to a Net Eurosi console, but yeah. So. It's just painfully slow, and then you know, Macho Nacho had released his video this week, so you know, it's nice to see that I kind of called what was going to be a popular video soon. Like I didn't even watch that video at all. I kind of don't really want to be influenced by it. So I'm gonna finish mine and then maybe I'll watch it, but so it's just painful progress on that, but it's getting there. And I like that other people in my Discord are kind of posting about it too, so it's really nice to see other people's progress and kind of gotchas and things. So yeah, the only gotcha that I think so far that I'm going to have is Well, on some of these chips, like the pins kind of got bent, so I'm gonna have to do some bending, like pretty delicate stuff in the microscope. So like that's all gonna be part of this video. It's just taking a really long time, but I just want to make sure that it has all the details there. Like there are a lot of details and steps and things, so I don't know how much the Macho Nacho video went through the actual like building of the thing. I don't really know. Spotify. All right, Bonds, I'll check it out. I'll have to, maybe it's worth getting a Spotify subscription, whatever. But yeah, it's annoying. Music stuff is annoying. Okay. So I think that's enough complaining about, I think it's fine. The bed pin thing is fine. Just have to get get in the microscope with the X-Acto knife or whatever and just kind of bend it back and it should be fine. Yeah. Best PS1 soft mod is Unirom with a parallel port cheat device. Interesting. Yeah, I think I probably would download them, Bonzo, yeah. Speaking of parallel port with a cheat device, I have a PSIO upstairs. This is not the PSIO console. All right. So what are we doing today? Let's get right into it because there's a lot that we can do, and I want to make sure that we have enough time. What is this warning? Okay, fine. Forget it. All right, well, I guess we'll look at the what we have here. I'll talk for a little bit. So this kind of came out of the blue, and I've kind of talked about this a little bit. Let me do the overhead cam. Oop, blurry AF. So actually, it started with Bob. Bob from Retro RGB reached out to me and he said, "Hey, do you want to do?" Because I'm not like trying to do this, but like I've kind of started to make a name for myself with what is going on with this? Oh, you know what I've got to do? I got to set the autofocus to no wide. Okay, it is wide. Okay. Hopefully it won't breathe in and out like it was before. Yeah. So Bob reached out to me out of the blue and he said, "Hey, there's this upcoming." And this is before the 8-bit mods announcement. He said, "Hey, there's this cool feature where you can use the MemCard Pro 2 as a wireless controller receiver for PlayStation 1." And I'll put an asterisk there because this, in theory, is supposed to work with both the MemCard Pro 2 and the MemCard Pro 1 version 2. And how you tell if you have a version 1 or version 2 MemCard Pro 1 for the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 is if you flip it over and on the back you look at the model number, which might be hard, but it says in the corner here, mine says, I can't even see because mine my preview window, let me make it full screen. Okay, so mine says MCP00 nothing because it's, why are you not, okay, whatever. Mine in this corner here, it says MCP001. And if you had the version 2, yours would say 2 at the end. Or some other model number. It's like, you'd have to look at their website. And by the way, if you did order a MemCard Pro, I should have put the link. Bob has a link where you can, if you did buy the MemCard Pro 2 or MemCard Pro 1 version 1, like I did, you can reach out to 8-bit mods with your email receipt where you bought it, and they'll give you a coupon. Let me just send it to you, Bob. Bob. Send it to me on Twitter. Let me just find it. Well, it's in Bob's article. Let me find it. This maybe? Okay. Yeah. I want to link Bob's article, but I'm going to link directly to the actual form. The shout out to Bob. Big shout out to Bob. I mean, he didn't have to do this to me, and I sort of feel bad because, if I didn't have this the Neptune video to make, I would have made this, a quick video about this project. Where the heck am I? Here. Okay, here we are. So this is the actual 8-Bit Mods link to get the coupon code. So for now, I can't use this because this is the version 1. So that's not going to work. So I did get my code. In the future, when MemCard Pro 2s come back, I'm going to order my own. But I actually do have 2 because Bob sent me one. But I was under the impression that Bob was going to send me a MemCard Pro 2 or MemCard Pro 1 version 2. So I asked Subirect for his MemCard Pro 2, and he sent me his. And then I realized that Bob actually sent me his MemCard Pro 2. So I have both, or both of the same thing. So I wanted to try one of each, but I don't have both. So I only have 2 of this MemCard Pro 2. So the only thing that I know is Bob sent me this, and it has firmware, but this is not the firmware that we need to use. So I'm not going to use Bob's SD card here. We're going to go through the process of finding out where the beta firmware is, putting it on the SD card, and I'm going to use this one in his MemCard Pro 2. So I guess I'll talk a little bit more about the background of what the feature is, right? Because there's somewhat of confusion around what kind of controllers can get paired with this thing. So first of all, what I understand that on the PlayStation 1, and this is why it only works on the PlayStation 1 and not the PlayStation 2, is that I believe the memory card door here and the controller bus, I believe they share the same bus. So maybe it's different pinouts, but there's enough pins, I guess, in the memory card slot and the controller where they can share lines. And that is the reason why from the memory card slot, we'll be able to use this adapter without needing the controller thing here. So I'm pretty sure that's like the reason why. And the reason why I guess the PlayStation 2 is not the same. Otherwise, I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work, but yeah. So Step 1 is to go find the new firmware, and we're going to update this, or we're going to update my SD card with it, and we're going to go from there. So we're going to try just to get the adapter working. Now, the confusion lies with beyond the models, right? Beyond it not working with MemCard Pro 1 version 1, is that it only supports Bluetooth Low Energy, I believe, because the chip in here that enables, or I guess the microcontroller in here is an ESP32, I believe. Maybe there's more than one, but at least I believe it has at least a, let me see, can I see that on, I can kind of tell on my old one, if you see this metal heat shield here, through the sticker, you can kind of see the outline, I think, of an ESP32 module. So I believe the microcontroller that makes these work is that. So ESP32s have Bluetooth capability, but I'm curious then, I wonder if it's only Bluetooth Low Energy, which means that, that's the part that I don't 100% understand why it's just Bluetooth Low Energy. Maybe it's resources thing, but like if you look at the Blue Retro project, Blue Retro uses ESP32s as well. And they support Bluetooth, a wider range of Bluetooth, right? So there's no limitations, I believe, with Blue Retro, which actually I have I'm not going to cover it tonight, but I have a retro scaler or Bitfunks one. So this would be like the Blue Retro adapter for the PlayStation 1. I believe this has no limits. So like you could connect. Yeah, it has a ton of connectivity options, right? So PS4, PS5, PlayStation 3. It does also work with the, it looks like it works with the Series controllers as well. So as far as I know, the Series controller, and I have another controller, but like the Xbox Series controller, which is what we're going to use tonight, is Bluetooth Low Energy only. So we're going to do something that PlayStation owners would hate, and we're going to use an Xbox controller with this PlayStation. So, but anyways, we're trying to get to the point where we can latency test it, because that's kind of the key, is just, just kind of for funsies. But I apparently am the wireless controller person, and that's what I do. So we're going to start with this, and I actually bought this series controller. This was on sale a week or two ago. It was only $40 or so new. So, but this is going to be my dedicated like Bluetooth low energy controller lag testing controller. Basically, I'm going to have to open this up, and we're going to have to solder some wires in here in order to hook it up to the Mr. Controller Latency Tester. So we got quite a bit to do. So we're going to start with, does port 2 work? I think, we'll find out. We'll find out if you could use like another controller in port 1 and then like this thing in port 2 and have it be the second controller. We can test that before we dive in. All right, so I'm also going to post a link to, well, yeah, I'll try to pin some, I'll find some more articles or more pages from Bob about this whole thing, and I'll put those in the description at another time. So not right now, but yeah. I just want to see something. Okay, I don't know. Okay. All right, so I believe, let's go to the, actually, you know what? Let's do this. I believe the only way to find out about this is in the 8-bit mods, or get the firmware, is in the 8-bit mods Discord. So let's see, is there a pinned comment? Open Tuna, what is Open Tuna? Okay. This was about a little over 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, this pinned comment. Let's see, so they have this alpha. So this is version 1.4 alpha 1 of this firmware. So let's download that, but maybe we'll just keep looking. Maybe there's a newer one. Oh, I didn't know that Stone Age Gamer was taking pre-orders for the MemCard Pro 2. You could try to use 2 wireless at the same time. Yeah, I can. With the I have a 8-bit DO wireless receiver too. And for a future stream, I did end up buying the 8-bit DO PlayStation kit, drop-in controller thing. So we do have that for the future. I just have to get another PlayStation controller for that. So also, I have this other controller, the 8-bit DO 2C, which is also a Bluetooth low energy controller. So if we get bored of the Xbox or I can't figure it out or something, we can always switch to this as well. I don't really like this controller that much, but at least the shape of it is weird. So you love your NGC controller thing? That's good. Yeah, I haven't really had that much time to use it, but I mean, it seems to work good, good for the case of wanting to have a OEM looking wireless controller. All right, so I'm still looking for a newer firmware. I'm going to scroll up here for a bit. Let's see. I don't know if there's a newer one, but I suppose we could start with that. I guess this controller that they there's this other controller. I think, what is this, a Razer? I don't know what company this is, but this controller is a Bluetooth low energy, and it has the PlayStation face buttons. So if having a Bluetooth low energy controller that has the Sony PlayStation whatever face buttons, and that one might. Oh, here it is. I don't know what it's called, but they just left a link to Amazon. Oh, the PDP. PD. Oh, that okay. I don't think this controller costs. Oh, does this controller cost 160? Well, that's euros too, or pounds. No idea what it costs. It looks like it costs a lot. Yeah. Anyways, so that's an option if you really want to use this. I'm still looking. I don't really see. I mean, I guess I'm gonna. We'll just use that firmware. Unless anybody knows of the newer firmware. Let's see, we're still in March, so I don't think there has been any mention. Maybe the Twitter link here has more info about a page, whatever, where you can download the firmware. So let's check that out. Oh, okay. Maybe this is a more up-to-date version. Let's see. We got version 1.4.02. Okay, so as of March 7th, so about 10 days ago, there was this latest one. So let's get this latest one here. Okay, and now we have to do what exactly? I guess just extract it. Let me put this SD card in my computer. I think it should just be a matter of putting the firmware on the controller or on this thing here. We'll see if it supports NTSC or whatever. I wish it did USB wire to PC and not wireless. So it actually can. It does support wired or USB controllers. There's a second way that you can actually utilize this new firmware. If you look at the front of the MemCard Pro 2, you see a micro USB. And you have to use this bastard cable because apparently the MemCard Pro 2 does not have enough power alone. Right? It doesn't draw enough power from the PlayStation. Right? So what I mean is, like, when this is plugged in, this is getting power from the memory card slot. But apparently to use the USB connectivity, it's not powerful, or not that it's not powerful enough. I think that the memory card, or the micro USB here, I don't think that supplies power. So basically you have to, so let's say if you wanted to use an 8-bit DOE wireless adapter, which, like this. So this is the 8-bit DOE USB version 2, I believe. So you could connect this to this, it's like dual type A USB to micro USB. So in one of them, you would put this dongle. So like that would give you access to any Bluetooth controller, right, if you use this. But then the other side, you have to plug this into USB power. It's like 5-volt wall power or something. So you could use, and then you plug this in here. And then I think there's some setting where you turn on. So if you've got this, you know, it's not that well, I mean, other than the fact that you would also need a USB power. And maybe we can get that far tonight, but I'm not sure. This goes to bus power, but then you really can use it with this bastard cable for that. So, I mean, it's not, you know, I want people to understand that just natively, like as it is, it only supports BLE, but it has the ability to be able to support, I believe that this will work, like the wireless dongle here. So just a, yeah, OTG, I guess. But really, you're getting the OTG functionality by providing power from a different USB cable. So like, I don't think that this. I think I did some research because I've been working on that, or well, I was working on that project to convert the USB keyboard stuff to PS2 for like old computers. OTG really just means it provides power back out. So like you can power a device that's connected to another device. I think that's what the on the go part just means. At least there's no cable going to your controller. Yeah, and I mean, if you've got this tucked in nicely in your setup, it's probably not that big of a deal, especially if you already are using maybe like Brooks adapters or something, like with big dongles or something. So that's going to be for another day if we wanted to go down that route, testing this USB stuff. But for now, we're not. So we're just going to do the BLE stuff. All right, back to here. So I've got our, here's the unpack. guess we just need this bin. Excuse me. I don't actually know how to do this. So let's just put that bin. Let me see. Is there instructions here? No instructions. Okay. So let's Google like update firmware MemCard Pro 2. Let's see what Bob's got to say. To install the firmware, download this zip and extract the MCP2 bin file to the OS file to the root of a micro SD card. Okay. Thanks, Bob. So we just copy this. I am so used to using my Mac now, and I'm so used to using my Mac and a Windows keyboard. I hit like basically. You can configure a keyboard so that like Mac is, or the Windows key is the super button, or the whatever, the Mac button. So like I use Mac button and like, you know, Mac R or whatever it is, that's the reset in Safari. So like I use that for copy and paste as well. So like Windows X and Windows C is the Mac, my Mac control cut and paste, whatever. And so like now I use my Windows key all the time to like cut stuff, but it always brings this menu. And I did not know that if you copy and then you try to paste with Windows and V, actually it does bring up, oh, you guys can't see. It does bring up a window in the bottom right that has a history of your clipboard, I mean. So that's a life hack that I never knew about Windows. I think it's a setting that you have to enable, but if you do hit Windows and C, it actually can give you a little history of your clipboard, which is kind of cool. What all can that port be used for? I mean, as far as I know, it works with any USB cable. So like that's our USB controller, and maybe it's only certain ones like direct input or something. But it probably might work with it might work wired with the PS3 controller. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. There might be limitations there. All right, so let's go. Is this our... What drive is our USB? Yeah, it was that. Okay. Excuse me. Is it I or is it G? Don't know. Oh, so then we go paste. Okay, so I think that's it. I think that's all we needed to do was oh, I don't know what else you can connect in there that's not a controller. I don't think they want you to connect anything that's not a controller. I don't know. I'm not sure. There might be more info on the do not start any games, or okay, so there's some kind of an asterisk thing here. Okay, all right. I guess we're downloaded here, the firmware. Okay, so let's take it out. I think let's take Bob's out. So Bob, wow, he sent me a 256 gig SD card. Sheesh. For my MemCard Pro. Well, I actually have a 128. It's like, I don't even think you can get cheap small ones anymore. Like these huge hard drives are cheap now. All right, so let's switch to, I don't know, I have this, but I mean, it's not really that exciting. Let's see, let's go to the overhead cam. This is my PS1 digital and like the original PS1 digital modded console. And it has I have an X station in here. I don't have that many games on this SD card, but we'll be able to play something. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to power it on, but we're going to look here, try to look here, and see what it says. I just want to look for any kind of signs of updating firmware. Let me see if I can back this up a little bit. I kind of can't really back it up that much because all the chips for my 32X are right here, but yeah. All right, let's try it. Let's see what happens. So this is so it's got the new firmware on it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So we're just chilling, not touching anything. I don't even have a controller plugged in. Actually, you know what? I forgot my PlayStation 1 controller upstairs. Welp. Maybe I can try to get my. I have a PS5 controller. Oh, I walked away. What did it do? Okay, PS2 memory card. Okay, well, I think we're good. PS1's still booting. I think. Is it still booting? Or is it frozen here? Okay, that was weird. I just turned it off. Let's turn it back on again. Oh, I don't have the audio on. Okay, well, it seems to boot now. Didn't want to boot before. Okay, sweet. Is that OBS? Yeah, I use OBS. Yep. Okay, sweet. So, I'm just curious. Is there any profile set for the morph right now? Okay. Well, I guess we now have to figure out how how to get this firmware working. Okay. Don't exactly know. So maybe we can go searching through the menu. Tony Hawk's Pro string copy, yeah. This is kind of dark. Oops. I don't know what I did. I just hit a new channel. How do I get, is there some kind of a menu? Looks like the refresh rate on this little thing doesn't match what my camera wants to capture. It doesn't look flickery like that. How do you get into the menu? Is there like a menu? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're in the menu. Cool. Okay. No. Damn it. Yeah, you're talking about the thing that what is his name? Modern Vintage Gamer talked about, or like Tony Hawk Games have hacked a bunch of consoles. Yeah. Okay, I don't really know. SD mode, Bluetooth. Oh, connect to USB pad. That's probably the option. So I think I'm looking for that option, Bluetooth there. Yeah, if you hit cloud here, I think it allows you to. I don't think it saves to cloud. I'm not really sure. I haven't really done that much research about MemCard Pro or MemCard Pro 2 or anything. But it's either it sets up a web server that you can connect to, so you can get the saves off of this, or maybe there's some other kind of cloud utility that does let you back them up once you set up Wi-Fi. But we're not gonna cover that now. So let's go down to. Let's go to Bluetooth. Click that. Pair controller. Is there any kind of... Oh, we have a flashing Bluetooth signal. Okay, so I'm holding down the pair button here on my controller. Hey, look at that. Hell yeah. It connected just like that. I didn't have to do anything other than hold the pair button here. All right, sweet. So let's go look in the capture. Let's get rid of the morph menu. You know what I could do actually from the morph menu? Let's make our crop. Oops, no. I should check out the presets system for the morph. I haven't really done that. I think if you're in the unstable firmware, you can download all the presets without having to copy them. Okay, let's see. Video, scaler, just make it full. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good enough. Sweet. Okay, so now let's see. Is this, hey, mamma mia. That's cool. Let's see. All right, let's check out, I don't know, Crash Bandicoot seems pretty, like it'd be pretty tough. I don't know what I'll have to actually, let me reference this PlayStation controller because I don't really know what okay, I have my PlayStation 5 controller and I'm actually going to sit over here and turn my TV on. Oop. I've got to mute my mute. Okay, is this quiet for you guys? Why does it sound like butthole? Does this audio sound bad to you guys? I just turned it on. It sounds better on my TV. Huh. Okay, I don't think it's a problem with the thing, but why is it doing that?
But Dr. Cortex, we have not determined the cause of
Okay,
the
I don't know. That's really strange.
This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about that. You guys will just have to deal with the audio being sus. Okay, so it doesn't work with the thumbstick, but it works with the D-pad, which, I mean, that sort of makes sense. The PlayStation 1 didn't support whatever, the digital thing. Oh, it didn't always support it. I mean, some games did. On a PlayStation 1 controller, the first DualShock, I think, right? Or wait, was a DualShock the PlayStation 2 one? Yeah. There was a version of the PlayStation controller that didn't have, or the original PlayStation controller didn't have any thumbsticks, and so eventually later on they added them. So not every game supported the digital thumbstick thing. All right, let's just play a little bit of this here. I know the audio is really painful. Sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong. It doesn't seem to work that way on my computer here, so I don't know. Other than turning it off. I guess I could turn it off if you want me to. But I'm just going to play a little bit. 1998 had the DualShock. Let's see, how do I... Let's pause it for a second. Okay, so the menu button pauses. Yep, so that's nice. Let's see, how can I pull up... Can I pull up chat while I'm doing this from my phone? Don't really do this often. How do I do it? Content. No. The YouTube Studio app is terrible. I don't know what they did to it, but they made it way worse. So let's go to... I guess I'll go to my account. Okay, great. I guess I didn't want to look at comments. All right, well, I'm just going to play this for a little while. I can't see comments, so YOLO. I don't know if it's the game. I don't really know how this game is supposed to... I'm not really that familiar with this game. I guess that was something I should have done, play a game that I'm familiar with. Although, to be honest, I'm not familiar with any PlayStation game because I didn't have a PlayStation when I was growing up. Whoa. It seems to work like pressure sensitivity. Oh, yep, that's that move, spin move. So I can jump a little bit and I can like hold it to jump higher. So that pressure sensitivity seems to be working, or whatever. Not pressure sensitivity, but holding it down. Come on, you stupid box. Oh my god. Terrible. Checkpoint! What have I got? Yeah, see you later. Oh no, I missed the boxes. Yeah, so it looks like all the buttons are mapped to the right face buttons. Right, like I was hitting A, and A is the bottom Xbox controller, and that maps to X. So yeah, I mean this'll work in a pinch. I mean, even if you prefer the Xbox controller and you don't like the PlayStation controller, this might actually be better for you. Audio crackling is really annoying, and I wonder what it is. Bonus round. Whoops. What? Did I just fall off? Okay, apparently. Oh, I got squished. What? Really? Ugh. Yep. Nice. All right, so I think that I'm satisfied with. Oh, you know what? How in the heck am I going to? Oh no, I didn't even think about this at all. How am I going to test the the controller? I'm an idiot sandwich. We might have to make this a different stream. Okay, so what the hell am I talking about? If I bought this, so this is what I was planning to use, and then I just now realized that this is not going to work. I have this I don't know, PlayStation 2 controller or PlayStation/PlayStation 2 controller to USB adapter. I was planning to use this. If you haven't seen my Mr. Lag testing videos, you can check out one of the other ones. But basically, I need a way to adapt whatever controller or dongle that I'm using to the Mr. So like using USB here, that would, that's going to work. And yeah, the problem now is there's no controller port. I don't have I have this. Like this doesn't. Like the MemCard, the slot is not the same, is it? No, the slot is different. Ugh. So now what? That's really unfortunate. I don't know why I didn't think about that. That's okay. We can spend this time doing something else, but damn. Yeah. Whoops. That's kind of my bad. How would you actually do that though? I would need. Here, let's go on Amazon for a second. I would need like a PS2 controller extension. Or PS1, I guess. PS1 controller extension. Although I guess, electrically they're probably the same. I would need this, something like this, right? So on one end, well, even then, I would have to cut them together. Well, I have PS2 controller on one end and on a USB. Yeah, this little adapter changes. Well, this doesn't plug into the PlayStation. This takes in a PlayStation controller. So, for example, I have this 8-bit DOE wireless adapter. This would plug into this adapter. This plugs into there, and then that allows you to use this adapter now with your Mister or like your PC or something. So that's what I wanted, but the MemCard Pro 2 is not a it's not a controller plug. So yeah, I don't know. That was sucky. So basically what I have to do and what I will have to do to actually lag test this thing is to get something like this and then cut it in half and like cut it up. So basically, like they don't really make the cable that I need. I would need to buy 2 of these basically, cut them up, and sort of like splice them together. Because I need two male ends. I need to make like one of those weird death plugs, whatever, where it has the male 120 volt power kind of on either end, but for PlayStation 1 controllers. So that's unfortunate. I'll probably have to buy this like 2-pack or something. Then I'll be able to cut both of them in half and, direct wire both ends together. So that way, basically what's happening right now to make this signaling work is, I guess, because they share the same bus, meaning like electrically somewhere inside here they're connected, or at least the memory card memory card slot bus also has the pins for the controller or something like that. So that means that right now when I'm using the controller, the signaling should exist here, like the actual controller outputs, what the MemCard Pro is outputting to the controller bus. So basically, if I had a male plug, so I put a male end in here, but then I need another male end to plug into my USB adapter, then this goes into the MiSTer, and then I have a total connection. No, I don't need to make a PCB. I mean, there's probably like 3 wires that are necessary. Maybe like, I don't know, not that many wires, probably. So I'll have to buy this thing here, this 2-pack, and then I can splice it together. That's a really dumb move. But all is not lost. We can instead, we could try the 8-bit or no, not 8-bit retroscaler, aka Bitfunks adapter. So now this should actually work, and this is Blue Retro. So this is going to work in our adapter, our dongle thing, and I feel so crappy because now this is like, this whole stream idea is not going to work. And I don't have a PlayStation 1 controller extensions in my house anywhere. So let's do an unboxing of this. Let's turn off the PlayStation. I can't really, we'll come back to that in a minute. But let's open this. Now, maybe I'll have to change the title. Oh well. It feels bad. Feels bad, man. All right, fine. Let's go to the overhead and let's unbox this thing. So, yes, I know. Bitfunk's bad. I know. There's a long history of Bitfunks and Retroscaler, which is assumably the same company. Yes, I understand that. But what is interesting about this is a Blue Retro, and if you don't know Blue Retro is an open source project that lets it's basically designs for these adapters to work with different types of controllers, but they all use the same kind of underlying framework, and they enable you to connect Bluetooth controllers to any of these wireless bark. I heard it bark. Any of these consoles. So this is the PlayStation 1 one. So let's open it. Well, what's interesting about this is, that's sort of an interesting error, or interesting note. It says the power supply of some old PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 console controller interfaces may not be normal due to some reasons, causing the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 Blue Retro converter to not work. In this case, you can use the micro USB port to power the PlayStation 1 Blue Retro. Okay, didn't know about that. That's not the message that I wanted to mention. This is the message I wanted to mention. It says on the box here, this device is powered by Blue Retro, designed by Darth Cloud, used with permission under an open source copyright. So if you go to the Blue Retro website, actually Bitfunks or Retroscaler is a supporter of Darth Cloud and the Blue Retro project. So in this particular case, when you buy one of these, I think they have Blue Retro or Retroscaler has some kind of an agreement where they must pay Darth Cloud some kind of a royalty to sell these. So in that particular case, that's kind of the only reason that I would ever semi-promote. Like, I'm not going to promote it because, like push it, right? Because I know that a lot of people don't like Retroscaler and Bitfunks. But for the point of, my testing, this is a Blue Retro device. So like basically all Blue Retro devices should act the same. So we're just going to use that. We're going to go with that. All right, so let's unbox this thing and see what's inside. This has been sitting unopened for a while. Okay, so I got the blue one. And it came with this big old, well, I guess it's just a USB-C, or micro USB. And we got a whole ass pamphlet. What? That's kind of crazy. I did not expect that. I mean, what the heck? Okay, well. Maybe later we'll go through that. What? You could pair a Wii U controller? What? Okay, so for the point of this video, maybe we'll use... No, I want to... Well... I think we still should be able to... Oh, here it is. The Xbox Series controller. Because I do... Basically, I don't want to tear apart my good PlayStation 5 controller. Like, this is my personal one that I use all the time. I don't really want to open this one for the purposes of latency testing. That's the reason I bought this other Xbox Series controller. But that means I also want to buy a PlayStation 5 controller just to dedicate for that. But I'm not going to be using mine because I use that one a lot. So when I see one on sale, or if anybody has one for cheap, I'll do the same sort of testing with the PlayStation 5 controller. But there's also the PlayStation 4 controller. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, wait a minute, where did that go? I forgot that I bought this. I bought this thing. Where is it? Yeah, seriously though, where is it? Oh, did it go in here? Might have gone in here. It did go in here. I forgot that I bought this gross used PlayStation 4 controller for the same purpose off of eBay. So maybe we could use this if we want to, and latency test this. And I'm fine with opening this. And so maybe, I don't know. It's up to you guys. What do you want to see? Would you rather see me open the Xbox controller tonight? I don't know if we're gonna get that far. Or the PlayStation 4 controller. So one or the other. Find a broken one. Yes, I actually was looking for some broken ones on eBay, and I missed one that that had like scuffed thumbsticks. Like, I don't really care that much. It just needs to, work. It just needs to pair and function. Write a bot that run command press. So yeah, let me know. So this is all, it's just this little dongle in here. Let's get this dongle. This is the newest version of this adapter, which is supposedly small, but it's still freaking huge compared to, all right, so like, compared to the MemCard Pro. Oops. It's thicker than a MemCard Pro. Pretty much. And it is way bigger than the 8-bit DOE adapter. I mean, not like that matters that much, but I mean, it is bigger and longer. And apparently this is the mini one, so whatever, that's fine. So this one actually goes into the controller port, which is the bottom port. So let's plug that in. Guess we could plug the MemCard Pro 2 back in as well. I got the old one. What the hell? I ordered the new one. So that's nice. Whatever. Ugh, that's annoying. I ordered the mini one, which is the newer one. Let me actually look at AliExpress to see which one I bought. Those bastards. Oh well. Okay, well, whatever. I don't have AliExpress logged in down here, so that's fine. Well, whatever. That's annoying. Okay, so the newer one is the same size as the 8-bit DOE dongle. So, well, at the very least, we'll be able to test this one. I don't think that they would be functionally different because they're both based off of Blue Retro. As far as I know, they both use the same ESP32 module, so it is what it is. Maybe I have to walk down that road and actually buy the newer one. But in the meantime, let's actually get to pair. I guess we'll use this PlayStation 4 controller because I did buy it specifically for this, although I also bought the Xbox controller too, but for this. But this nasty-ass PlayStation 4 controller is going to be our victim tonight. So let's get it set up. And I think I just need to turn this on again. By default, Blue Retro has this like fading, blinking out. Like this is a very common Blue Retro thing. That means it's ready to accept, ready for a sync from the controller. So thankfully they have this cool manual that is a nice quick reference to how you actually pair every type of controller, or a lot of types of controllers that you'd want. PlayStation 3, maybe the PS4 is in the front. Oh, page 6, yeah. Okay, here we go. So I think the PS4 and the PS5 are sort of similar. So I think you hold down the... Does this have juice? It better have juice. Watch it be dead. That's annoying. I think it's dead. Well, we did just get a nice big micro USB cable. Now, will it play and charge at the same time? That is the question. How am I going to plug this in, though? I'll plug it in over here. Okay. Got to reach. Okay. Let's see. Is it going to charge and then let me pair at the same time? Oh, you know what? That's... Actually, I don't think that's going to work because I think my computer is going to try to use it as a controller. Okay, let's unplug that. So I think I just got to plug it directly into a USB port, which thankfully I have over here. Okay, so let this thing charge. Is it red or anything? Okay, well at least it seems to work. So I think you have to hold the PlayStation button and the share button down. That does something. Is this gonna work? Oh, my dog is running around upstairs. Okay. I think that's the flashing that we want. Is this double flashing? Okay. And then you see the sync light down here went off. Oh, it's back on now. I think the controller died. Yeah, shit. Well, that's annoying. Now that means I have to wait for this controller to charge. Well, I guess we're stuck with this guy. The world didn't want me to not do the Xbox controller. Okay, so I just held it down. This is flashing here. We may have to... You know what? I'm going to try to... Oh. Maybe we have to turn the... okay, before we move on, I think we may have to turn the... We'll go back in the menu here. Let's turn off the Bluetooth, unpair all devices. Okay, I don't know. I hope it, well, you know what, just to avoid conflicts, I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to put my MemCard Pro version 1 in. Okay, so let me restart this. Excuse me, see if we can get this to sync. Oh no, SD error. Oops, where's my SD card for my MemCard Pro? I guess I won't need that right now. All right, let's hold the sync button. Okay. Still getting the blue flashing sync signal. Now I notice that there is a pair button here. This is sus. All right, well, I'm gonna hit reset. I'm holding down the sync button. It's not as good pairing as the, but now the sync button's off? Pair. Okay, now it's off, and this is solid. So I guess that was it. I had to hit the pair button here. All right, let's switch to the capture, and we'll see if it's... Hey, it works. Cool, and also the thumbstick doesn't do anything either. So that maybe that's a limitation of the series controller. I don't know. Not sure. Still have that bad audio issue. Don't know if that's my capture card. You know what? Let's try bypassing the morph, and we'll plug this directly into the capture card. Plug it in. Plug it in. I don't imagine why the morph would be causing the problem, but don't know. Maybe there's a newer firmware or something. For the I do not have the firmware updated on my PS1 digital. Okay. That same problem is happening. Why is it doing that, I wonder? It's you know, it's possible that it's just
we have not determined the cause of the past.
Just a problem with
This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time
I don't know.
I shall reign triumphant.
Is this the old type PS1D?
Quickly, into the void.
I don't know what you mean. PS1 digital, yes. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the original PS1 digital, yep. It doesn't make that sound on my actual television, which is just using the signal that I'm passing the same signal from my capture card to that. Or actually, the capture card has pass through, and that's going to my TV. So the same signal is going in there. I don't know. Okay, so I guess this means that it works. So that's fine. I mean, I don't have to really prove that it works. I just want to get to the latency testing part. So fine, seems to work the same way. All right, cool. All right, so now, kind of done with the PlayStation 1 for a minute. Let me see. I have to now. So now is how I have to get all my stuff together here. This is going to go into the USB adapter. Oops, bonk. This is going to go in here. Now I need to set up my morph because I don't have my morph set up all the time down here. So let me move this over. Move that over there. Okay. And make some space. Over there. Oh, I didn't mention it in the beginning, but my for those of you who don't know, I'm addicted to buying things. No, I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm hyped on vintage computer stuff now, and or again. So I bought an Apple II GS, and that's coming tomorrow in the mail. So I'm excited about that. All right, where's my Mr. Here it is. All right, so step one, get the Mr. plugged in. Then step 2 is get the controller connected, mapped, I guess I should say is the right word. Retro PC is better than retro game. The problem with retro PC is that it's like saying that you like IPA or you like beer. It's kind of like saying I like beer. When, there's like infinite different flavors of beer and like flavor profiles of beer, I know it's sort of a weird analogy, but there's just a lot. And not only that, it's kind of not very user-friendly. And I know, obviously, it's because of the time period, but yeah, I don't know. There's something special about about consoles, being this like hyper-focused computer, like hyper-specialized, computer. But yes, I agree. I think that retro PC is much more fascinating as far as like things that you can do and like the history of computing in general. There's no substitute for learning about vintage computers and stuff, in my opinion. All right, where's my HDMI cable? Got to get an HDMI cable. Okay, I guess I'm done with the PlayStation for now because I'm going to snag its HDMI cable. Do the new gems, retro gem, PlayStation 1 gems, do they have a micro HDMI port? Because the older PS1 digital had a full-size one. 80s x86 type retro PC. Mac 68X or 68K, yeah, the 68,000. Then Japanese PC. Yeah, right, like all within the same time period were all like these different flavors of computers. It's pretty crazy. And like I've watched, like during my like free time, I kind of watch I like to watch Computer Chronicles, and that show is so amazing. It's like literally a time capsule of what people were thinking as far as like the average person. What was the average person thinking about computers? What questions did they have? Why would you want whatever computer versus what you have already? Just fascinating. Endless amounts of information. Just crazy. Okay. So, what am I missing? Got the HDMI. Let's see if it boots. And actually, that was where my... Where the hell? I've forgotten where the dongle is to this keyboard. Wireless keyboard. RIP. Oh, maybe it's my Switch. Your first computer was a 286? It was almost $5,000. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, my father, I'm kind of lucky. My father had ran a machine shop, or was part of a machine shop at that time, and they had bought a genuine IBM 286, so the IBM AT. They bought a genuine one, so I have a genuine AT 286 PC, and it's just amazing. I also have a clone 286 system too, but like after I had that, like early last year, I went through this huge phase of like, okay, I had this, I had a 286, I bought a 386 computer, and I bought a 486 computer, I bought a Pentium 1, I bought a Pentium 2, I bought a Pentium 3. I bought like all these systems and stuff, so I just kind of went nuts last year. But it's great learning, and I think that in the future there will be a lot of opportunity for content and things. So it was a maxed out. Yeah, I bet you it had full whatever one megabyte of RAM. Okay, how am I going to? Okay, I need to get a controller for my Mister. I'll be right back. Be right back. 4 megabytes of RAM. Jeez. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I need to take my sweater off because it's unusually warm today. It's like 60 degrees in Connecticut. Ugh. All right. Sweet. I also do need to get back to that my traffic light project, but that's like item 4,000 on the list of things to do. Okay, so I have my my 4 adapter from Tim. Oh, man, what was this guy's name? Can't remember. But this should let me use this Super Nintendo controller to navigate the Mister menu. So let's turn the Mister on. And I got to get it set up with the other controller. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, let's turn this on. Okay, Tim the Toolman Taylor. Hey, Alteracious. No, what is his name? Tim, the 4 adapter. Timville. This is what I was talking about. Okay, so this lets me use my 8-bit controller, the Super Nintendo controller. Let's just go to, I don't know. How about the NES core? Because we've got to get it set up in the Mister here. So now I'm going to plug in the... Actually, you know what? Let's load a game too. I guess we don't need to load a game yet. Now I'm going to plug the USB into the Mister. So that's just going to go right into the front, or the side, sorry, of the Mister. Right here. Let's see. So you can look at, I have a Mister add-ons aluminum case, but you can see that it's making a connection when the LED is lit. So that's good signal. Then here on the adapter, the controller turned off. So let's see if I just turn the controller on, is it going to pair right away? Is it going to remember that it was paired? No, it's not. So I'm going to hit the pair button. I don't think you have to press that, but that seemed to help me last time. So let's go back into pair mode, hold down the button. It's going to flash fast. Wait. Wait for the lights to go off. I'm sure that there's an update, a firmware update, and actually I probably should update it to the latest firmware before I do any latency testing. I probably won't even get to the latency testing tonight. Ugh, that sucks so hard. Oh well. Okay, so this is not working. Let's reset it. And then we'll try to get into the sync again. Oh, it's working. This is lit up. Oh, okay. Is there any way to change device without unpairing? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so it seems like it's working. Now let's go to the core. Okay, fine. Let's go to define NES buttons. Oops. Well. See, this is annoying. How do I open the OSD? This button, okay. So let's go to define. I think I have to hit the B button. Okay, right, left, down, up. Where's A and B? A is the right button. And B is the left button on an NES controller? Yeah, A is the right button. B is the left button. Okay, select, start, skip. You needed to find this joystick in menu core first? I did. Okay. Let's see. Right, left, down, up. A, B, select, start. I don't know. I don't want to set these. No. Okay, fine. So let's load a game. Is there any way to change device? Oh. Without turning off Bluetooth. Don't know about that. Oh, maybe that was why it looked funny last time. I had the scaling thing turned on. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, the audio sounds terrible. What is going on? Why is the audio... what? What does it actually sound like in my TV? What is happening with this capture card? It's like exploding. Oh, of course my TV is automatically updating firmware. That's cool. And we get this remix of Super Mario World 3. Oh, it sounds perfectly fine on my TV. Huh. Okay, so that's interesting. Try to reconnect the HDMI. Okay. I'll reconnect it at the HDMI cable. Maybe that's causing the problems. It seems more like it would be a... it could be a sound card, or no, not sound card. Capture card issue. Nope. All right, let's mute that. That's whack. Oh well. Dang. Yeah. Oh, this is an internal capture card. Okay, well the point is it works. So this is good enough to run the test software. So let's get this other garbage out of here. We have a little bit of time. I don't think I'll be able to get the entire way through the this process tonight, but we can start taking apart the controller and finding the points where we need to wire it. So we can actually turn the mister off for now. We're not really going to use it just a second. Okay. All right, now it's time to do the thing that I didn't want to do, but I bought this controller specifically to do it. And that is to take it apart before I even get to use it that much. All right, let's do it. Here's my little iFixit kit. Yeah, these are the capture cards that I use are Live Gamer, AverMedia Live Gamer 4K cards. I guess I could have tried the other one. I do have two of them, but I wanted to get moving on this part. And actually, I do not know how to take this apart. And now that I'm looking at it, there's not a single visible screw. I'm scared. Okay, well, it looks like I have to look up a tutorial on how to take this apart. Wow, Microsoft, how did you do this? How did you make an entire controller that doesn't have visible screws? Dang. Okay. All right, so let's see. It also could be a problem with the PS1 digital itself, right? Because it doesn't use the Pixel Effects frame or the Retro Gem framework. So pop off the side grips. These things. These just pop off. I think I've seen a okay, before I smash-elate it, let's just see. Disassemble. Xbox Series controller. Oh, hey, I fix it. Okay. Let's do a tear down. Oh, I don't want to watch a video. I just want to... Okay, fine. Ah!
Disassemble an Xbox Series X or Series S controller. To disassemble an Xbox controller, you will need the following tools. 2 screwdrivers, Torx T8 and Torx T6. Plastic opening tool.
I think they do come off, these parts that you were talking about, the parts with the grip, these edge. Let me go look around. I think I've got a plastic spudger. Actually, you know what? I have one in my box of tools over here. At least I used to have one. Rustling around for tools. I don't see that tool anymore. Oh, I found it. Sick. Okay. Ew, what the hell did I use it for last? It's disgusting. There's at least 2 versions. All right, let's read this. Let's listen to this guy's video. Tweezers. This guy's got a deep voice.
Step by step during the disassembly process. Throughout this repair, keep track of each screw and make sure it goes back exactly where
Jesus Christ.
Your Xbox controller.
Yikes.
Next to the magnetic base, the screws stay on the mat and you will not lose them. In the description, I left links where you can buy all the necessary repair tools. If you spilled water or sweet liquid,
Oh no, why? Don't.
Instructions on how to clean your controller from sticking buttons. I recommend watching my other video guide where I show you how to do it. In the description, I left a link to this step-by-step instruction. Let's get back to disassembling the Xbox controller. Remove the 2 rear panels and unscrew the 4 screws with a Torx T8 screwdriver.
Okay, that's step 1. All right. Okay, so he started at the bottom here. It's got to be like a specific spot, right, that they come off. Ugh, this... Whatever I last used the spudger for, it's disgusting now. So now it's making my controller disgusting, but that's all right. I need to spill a whole bottle of Coke on it. Yeah, you're right. This is not the same spudger that guy used, but it's fine. I need something else to like put in here. This is the worst. Okay, stand by. Let's see, what else could I use? I sort of have an idea. Okay. Okay. If I could get... If I can get something in there... You guys are going to watch me torture this damn controller. I'm sorry, controller. I know you just wanted to be a normal controller and help people play video games. Then I came along and I was like, hell yeah, let's rip it open and do lag testing on it. This is terrible. I'm trying to get something in the gap to keep it from coming apart again. I don't have any like guitar picks or anything, unfortunately. Okay. That guy like... This is the worst. I have a flathead? I do, but I don't want to like... I don't want to Shrek this thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, just kidding. Oh my god, this is terrible. Ugh. Oh. I can like get this far. I'm not gonna break it. I have rage broken a controller. It was a Wii U controller. See, what the hell? See, I put this in. Oh. It sounds like it's gonna snap. It really does. It does not. This is not a good snap sound. This is a very triggering snapping. Okay, sorry, I had to do I had to go Super Saiyan. Okay, that was awful, and I marred this little corner. I mean, I'm not even really sure if I marred it. Ugh, yeah, I kind of did. That's unfortunate. Well, the clips seem to be fine, so I don't know. Yeah, I wish I had guitar picks. I have to get some. This controller will probably just end up permanently taken apart like this. So, all nice ideas, but watch this one come off. No problem. Oh my God, this one is no problem. Oh, nope, just snap back together. Or like probably a credit card too, if we had some kind of an old expired credit card. That probably would help. Okay. That side's fine, and then it's just like, it feels so strange just to rip it, but it seemed to work. Okay, so this side is a little easier. All right, now we're stuck with some Torx bits. Can I have the shell? No, you can't have the shell. All right, so it said something about Torx bits, so let's see. It's just, he probably said the exact size that you need. Oh, are these, okay, so these are Torx security bits, not just Torx. Did they say T8? Or no, T8 would be huge. Do I even have the right one? So this is a T10. Okay, it seems like maybe T10 with the hollow center. What is going on with my focus? Well, anyways, just take my word for it that they're hollow security bits. So the screw, I know this isn't like, everything is shiny. It doesn't really show up well on the camera. But the Torx part has, you know what's wrong? Oh no, it's set to 4. Okay, anyways, yeah. The screw has a little pin in it. I don't know, you guys probably can't see that, but yeah, anyways. Let's put that aside. So those will go, this guy said to keep track of the screws, so maybe I'll do that. So that's where I'll put the shell screws. And there, looks like there's 4. Ugh, can't believe I marred that controller for science. Well, actually, what I'm looking for is switch contacts. So, you know, I'm kind of looking in here for the trigger assemblies because this is what we might have to use, but we'll have to see. Okay, let's get all the screws off. Okay, step one. Does this just kind of come apart now? No, of course not. Unless it like snaps apart again. All right, back to the video. Okay, get to the point, guy.
Another screw is hidden under the sticker.
Oh.
It will be easier to remove it.
Another screw is hidden under the sticker. All right, so instead of using an air dryer, I'm going to use my heat gun. I'll put it on low temp. I don't know, like 140 maybe, 150, 140. Not hot enough to solder anything, but hot enough to melt the sticker. Let's go to here. Need better zoom in camera. I have another lens, but that's all right. Don't really need it right now, so let's go to the overhead. Yeah, I could do manual zoom as well. Yeah, the problem is the minimum focus distance is not working with me here. Okay, I'm just trying to heat up the glue, heat up the sticker, and I'll probably just remove the whole thing. Okay, there's no battery, internal battery in an Xbox controller, so thankfully we don't have to worry about blowing up a battery or something. Okay, kind of just came right off. I probably could have just poked a hole in it, but whatever. There's your nice sticker that you can stick on a friend. Trying to find a camera to close up when I do modding. Yeah, there's a lot of options. You could do a microscope. Like I've got a microscope, an AMscope microscope. Actually, I do have a better macro lens for this, but it's not as good as the microscope for super close in. All right, so that's the 5th screw. So I think now the front comes off. Okay, sweet. So I guess that's actually kind of nice. I might even be able to run some wires out of the controller. Like I can leave this the sides off to do testing in the future. So that's actually a good, interesting idea. So, all right, I guess we got to find the next layer now. I've had to take this thing apart. Maybe there's, oh, hell. Does it let you use it in OBS? I have my microscope has a camera on it. So it's a, they call them simulfocal microscopes when they have both, when it allows you both to look in the eyepieces and capture a video at the same time. So that's the type of microscope that you want to look for if you're planning to stream it. That you can also, like, I know Northridge Fix has like a camera only microscope. Like the microscope is really the camera, like a camera on a boom arm. versus my setup is actually like a microscope that also allows you to have a camera. So I have a camera that is connected to another capture card that lets me stream my. Do I have a link for it? I can get you one. It is pretty expensive. The actual base microscope is like 500. Plus you need the camera. So I can try. If I remember, I can. You can always join the Discord too, and you can chat about tools and stuff, and I can give you more help there. Okay, so we had more things fall off. I didn't unscrew anything. I think this is actually like a beefy. This is like a beefy unit. Like, I did not expect this. I've never opened a series controller before. And the PCB looks really beefy. Look at this Microsoft branded chip. That's kind of cool. That's probably the reason why we can't use third-party wireless Xbox controllers. Okay. So really, I'm looking for how the Mr. Latency Tester works. Is we need to find two button contacts, like for the same button. So like the A button's ground and positive contact, and then solder wires to both sides, and then wire that up to the Mr. Lag Tester. So I think I'm probably going to need to remove this board as well to get to the bottom of it. Although I probably could. I don't know. Basically, I'm probably looking at the face buttons is probably the easiest thing. Although if the switch contacts for the triggers were somehow how do the switch contacts work for the triggers? They're not in the shell, are they? No, they're not. How does the shell work? Is it just like a Hall effect? Or the triggers, are these just Hall effect? I'm not exactly sure. I think just for science, I'm going to take this. Oh, actually looking at it now, I probably don't even. I have to take both this board off as well as this board to get to the face of it. So, okay. We've got to go deeper. Oh, I do see some screws. Are those the screws that I need to take out right now? All right, let's try it. Also, let's take these antennas off. Okay. Sweet. Uh-oh, what? Did I just break that? Oh, gosh. Did I just rip off the antenna? Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm about to rage quit, but I'm going to zoom in and show you what the hell I did. All right, so you're in luck. I'll be able to show you the microscope, the quality of the microscope. God damn it, that's annoying. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oops. That goes there. Well, hopefully that doesn't affect the performance, but we'll see. That's really annoying. Okay, so my light's got to go on. Then I have to probably reset this. Oh, is this not plugged in? Oh, let's try this. Okay. this. There we go. Okay, so now it's working. It probably will work, but that's just super annoying. This is a brand new controller. Guess I shouldn't have just sent it. I guess I probably should have been more careful, but anybody who has watched me for a while knows that I don't know if careful is in my vocabulary. Okay, so this is the microscope, the camera of the microscope. I'm looking through the eyepieces, but I can also focus. Oh, let's focus it. Oh God. So I think the good thing is it seems like it's probably easily replaced. So this is the good one. This is the first one that I undid. This one here. It has one of those weird push down connectors. But when the bit went away somewhere, the piece that was stuck in here. When I undid the second one, this one here, the antenna just went yeeted. It just got yeeted. It just went flying. Oh, actually it was stuck. It was stuck inside of this wire, the connector. Like the other side of the connector was stuck in here. So that sucks. Actually, is it in there still? IPEX connector. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Gosh, that's annoying. Okay, well, anyways. No, I could rather, I think I'd be pretty easily able to swap this connector out. It doesn't look that difficult. With a little bit of hot air, probably. Pretty delicate situation here, but it's fixable. Leave it on the antenna. This part? Well, that's not all there anymore. What are you talking about? I don't think it's fixable. I think I broke half of it. Solder it back to the connector? Maybe. I don't think it's all there. I think the inside here broke off. Oh, you're saying you mean the outside of it is still intact, you think? Huh, okay. This part is the ground. Okay, I see. So really that's the signal part. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I don't even see how this was positioned that way. It was like positioned vertically like this. Like it was like that. I don't know. This is going to be really wonky to get that soldered back on there. Yeah, actually, I probably can rotate it without popping it off. Well, I think this stream is done. I'm mad at myself now, and I'm not going to be able to get through the whole take off the other PCBs. But let's see. Can I rotate it? Let me get my other tweezers. I hope if I don't put too much pressure on it, I should be able to just rotate that when I go to solder it. Oh gosh, that's annoying. Yeah, I mean, in the end, I believe it you know, a new connector is probably the way to go. But it probably popped apart. So like it's like two halves. Like this part is the actual signal, but this pad, and that pad are all here on this piece. And you know, CEO is yelling at me, telling me not to. No, the plastic is gone. I mean, if I had known that earlier, that this is probably, it might have been able to get resoldered, I wouldn't have played with it more. But the hold that thought. The inside black piece broke off. There's like a ring. maybe it's still there. This ring here from the other connector was here. Or no, I think it was the black. You guys see the black around the outer ring part? It's a square, but this little insulator part, that piece is what broke off. So here are the contacts still on this piece. And here's the inside piece, insulator, but the outside insulator got yeeted off. Yeah, I hawk-2'd it and then ripped it off. So I don't know. So I'll have to find out another one of these connectors and solder it here. That sucks. Yeah, maybe. I think that the inside part is probably permanently in there. I mean, whatever. It's fine. That might be for another day to do some experimenting. But, yeah. Not relevant to what I was trying to do. I was trying to get this board off so that I could look underneath it. But I guess this is a cautionary tale of what not to do. Well, okay. Let's I don't know. I think I might be done now. I might have to pick this back up next week. I don't think that this is like that's it. I think these probably are redundant antennas. They're probably two of the same type of antenna. So like if this one's working, then it probably will be okay. But you know, it could be a factor with the wireless performance if one of them is missing. And that's sort of, you know, part of this test. So I might have to fix this. Or heaven forbid buy another controller that I don't Hulk smash. That's really annoying. Oh well. Or I guess I could always buy if someone's got a donor board that is all smashed up, I can always swap the controller boards. But yeah. Oh well. Dang. Like I really don't think that there's two, like the two are working together at the same time. I think it's just for reliability. That's why there's two. Click it back in. One is to make it so it can only be used on BLE and others wired. Really? Well, let me see if I can try to rotate it. Because there's really no clicking it back in now because the part that you click into is the outer part, which is stuck inside of there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Up close, you can see it's just like a pin. It's nothing really that special. Look how effed up this these tweezers are. Jeez. They're a little bent. I'm trying to push it, but it ain't pushing. Oh, that's a good idea. Look at it, buy a Wi-Fi card and just steal. Actually, you know, I used to fly drones. I probably do have a board that has a similar connector on it. Which way does this have to rotate? I think it has to go like this. Okay, I kind of rotated it a little bit. So now if I flip it over, at the very least, the contacts here line up. Yeah, I mean, something like that. There's probably nothing stopping it from shorting now, though. Because the center got ripped off. The plastic part, I mean. Second insulator. Well, whatever. It's fine. I'll have to find another one. I was able to rotate it, so if I did have some solder on there, I could solder it back on, but still it's a little sus, and I think I'd rather just get a whole new connector if I can. Stick some electrical tape on it and call it a day. Oh, an old ESP32? No, let me see if I've got something. Hold that thought. Got a box that I don't go in very often anymore. Oops, dropping shit everywhere. Okay, I'm coming back. Although I don't know how the hell I'm gonna be able to get this one of these connectors off in the first place without ruining it, but let's see. Here we go. Nope, neither of those have it. Yeah, I mean, I probably could hand solder it on there. It really is just a, ground and an insulator, or the signal inside. Probably not the end of the world if I just hand solder it. But then, you can't ever take it apart, which sucks. Well, I don't know. I thought I had some, but I guess I don't. I have some video transmitter stuff for these old drones that I used to fly. I have the other connectors, or I have the actual connectors. Ooh, and these actually might be too big. Is there a larger size or smaller size? I think these are too big. This is like a size larger than this. Oh well, tape it down and solder it up. No, I'm good right now. That seems like it would take forever, and I'm going to do that either offline or you're never going to see this come back again. No, I'm just kidding. I want to fix it, but I have these. Oh, okay. I have these kind of smaller ones. Is this the same size, maybe? But I don't have the other side. Oh well. Dang. All right. Oh, good news is that's for Xbox One. Yeah. $500. I know what I have. Oh, well. All right. Well, I think I'm going to call it there. We didn't do anything. This is a complete waste of a night, but hold on. I'm trying to change the, there we go. The older version was for connecting to mini PCIe. The new ones are connecting to M.2. Okay, so I'll have to get this fixed, or I don't know. Don't really know. I wonder if I could just get that module piece and take some chip quick and just like take off the board and just replace it with another one. That might be a viable way to get around this. Because if I can get a donor board that has this board working, there's like a castellated board. This board with the Microsoft chip on it. This doesn't seem like it would be that hard to replace that with from a donor with some low melt solder. So maybe I'll do that. Don't need to fix it? Yeah, you're probably right. But I mean, in order for it to be a completely conclusive test, Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you think that it's not what, we could test it. We'll test it and see if it works. And if anything's funky, then I've got the PlayStation 4 controller to test. So I've got and the 8BitDo 2C controller. So I've got plenty of Bluetooth controllers to test with the anything. So also, just to recap, we were not able to do the MemCard Pro 2. Oh, we were able to get the MemCard Pro 2 Bluetooth Low Energy firmware working. So that is working, and it does seem to work fine with this controller that I tested earlier. I tested using this controller earlier. So that part is fine. But now I wanted to test the latency of it. But the problem is the MemCard Pro 2 obviously plugs into the memory card slot. And my traditional method of doing latency testing for controllers is to take a USB controller, like a controller to USB, a little dongle thing from Amazon, and plug the whatever. So like I have the Blue Retro adapter here. Plug this into the USB of the Mister, and then there's some other wires that you have to set up, and then I can test through the USB port on the Mister, and then compare it to the baseline PlayStation performance or PlayStation controller performance. So I have to get a PlayStation 1 controller sometime and do the baseline for that, see what a wire controller would be. So then I can do some comparisons with the wireless controllers. So I don't have any way of plugging this in really to the USB setup. I think how I'm going to have to do it, and I think that this is the only way that this Bluetooth firmware actually works, is the memory card slots on the PlayStation 1 and the controller ports. I think they share a common bus. So if I take a male connector, this would be the male, right? Because the female is the pins. So I take a male connector, plug it in here. Then I have to get it, so basically I need 2 controller extensions so that I can cut them apart, but then solder the male ends together. So I have a male to male little adapter so that can come back out to this female USB adapter thing. So I'll have a weird male to male cable coming out of this. Hopefully that will allow us to capture the PlayStation 1 inputs and output them to the Mister. Yeah. So that means like I'll have to have the controller run, or the console has to be running. This has to get have power. So it's going to be kind of annoying setup, but we're going to try to make it work, and it's going to be fun the next time we do that. So yeah, that's all I've got tonight. So looking forward, I'm still working on the Neptune build. It's going super duper slow, but it's coming along. It'll be ready whenever. I'm having fun with it, at least. It's not like it's not fun. And I know that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but it kind of does for me to want to put the effort into making these videos, is to do the things that I want to, or I have fun with. So it's still fun. And there's going to be a lot more steps. So yeah, it's coming. Things are coming. Neptune's very good. Yeah, hopefully mine works. I haven't tested the board at all yet, but we're getting there. So that'll be ready. I hope it'll be ready at the end of this month, before the end of this month. That's my goal, but we'll see. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back next week with some form of this. I'll have to grab those that connector, the cables, and we'll have to make that weird cable next week probably, because I definitely want to test out the latency of the MemCard Pro 2 thing. So we'll be back to that, and I guess YOLO the connector on the board there. Maybe that'll be easy to fix. Maybe it won't. So, all right. Bye, everybody. See you next week.